And I'm just down on Waring Street, number 5 I believe this is, and the old Premier Inn is across the road. St Anne's Cathedral is round the corner, Collier's International is here, and up on the wall we have the Royal Ulster Rifles Museum, open 10 o'clock through to 4 o'clock, and it's actually so easy to drive by, and there's very little parking space anywhere near at hand. It is just a very awkward place to get to, but here we are anyway, the hidden gem of the Royal Ulster Rifles Museum. And of course, me coming down on the old motorbike, I can park relatively easily. Please use other door. And we have the insignia, cap badges and all the rest of it. Of the various regiments or various, I don't know. Anyway, let's see if we can get inside. And I'm just in the foyer area of the museum.
Pardon?
No, I'm talking.
Keep out.
And there's various volunteers who served with all their medals.
I'm looking forward to it. So, but yes, sure, if I find anything out in the meantime, I'll be here for this weekend.
They look like VCs.
I'll let you know, but if not.
Victoria Cross copies in case they're actually copies.
All right, not at all. Okay, right.
There's
okay.
Private
bye.
William McFadden. Right, okay.
You earned your medal there, Christian.
Excellent. And there's Robert Quigg. Right. The actual VCs are stored, where were they?
Bank.
Oh, in the bank. Oh, right. Aye. You see, I was up doing a wee video or two of the wall murals up in the Craigie Estate. They have wall murals dedicated to William McFadden and your man Quigg up here as well. And there's another one up in Clonduff. Just in the entrance to Clonduff, there's a World War I tribute. But this is excellent.
Is this your first time then?
I came away years ago, and then I'm doing a wee series of videos, and I've been over to the Helms Tower and whatnot, you know. Haven't been in the Somme Centre just yet. I don't know how they would feel about videoing. I just don't know, but I'm sure it would be if I handed them a favour. So I'm quite interested in the old wars, you know. Right, there's conditions in the trenches, and they weren't, this looks like a field hospital, and they weren't particularly nice. Right, and there's the boys going over the top to meet their fate. Right, into the exhibition, or the museum, and try me but I'm rough, yes, the old Carty, the modern soldier with his, I don't know, is that an SLR? I don't know. And going back in time for Royal Irish Rangers kit and different helmets there, going back to the 1790s and early 1800s, the different uniforms and helmet gear moving across, various cups, various drums, Of course they would have had horses in those days. Service dress jacket worn by Major General Corin Purdon, CBE, etc., etc. And I still say it's one of the Royal Irish Rifles on the scrounge. And a wee joke thing there. And here we have, I don't know, some sort of, and there's an American carbine. There's a, I don't know what that is. These Aoka weapons were captured by the Royal Ulster Rifles in Cyprus. There's all different sorts of grenades. And all sorts of paintings and flags and memorabilia. What's this? Chinese type 50 something caliber 50 machine gun pistol, caliber 7.62, copy of Russian. I have seen these with that kind of barrel in the war comics. And there's all sorts of different decorations. Royal Ulster Rifleman, Borneo, 1964. That would have been his gear. British Bren gun. Royal Ulster Rifleman, Korea. And there we have a US carbine. The famous US carbine. And then a Lee Enfield with Rifleman 2nd Battalion, Normandy, 1944. And my goodness, here is Lieutenant Colonel Blair Main with his a picture of his decorations and a picture in his dress uniform. What does this say? My dear Paddy, and that comes from Lieutenant, I don't know, there's a letter addressed to him, and that's the picture there of Paddy Main that we normally associate with him. What does this say? It says, Brigadier Sir Fitzroy MacLean stated in his book Eastern Approaches that Colonel Main in 12 months had destroyed over 100 aircraft on the ground with his own hands, a record which outs into shade the performance of the most successful fighter pilot. My goodness. And there's the citation. I don't know if you'll be able to read that, but I'll video it anyway. Paddy Main. And a landing craft up there, and different medals won by Sir Ian Harris, KBE. And there's his uniform, reminds you a bit of like what Montgomery wore. And here's various swords. And hats, Australian slouch hat, presented to Corporal Loughran of the 1st Battalion, Royal Ulster Rifles. And this is a Mauser tank Guler model 1918, and it looks like a bit of a sniper type rifle. And here we have various German helmets, the traditional one there and the old Kaiser type one, our Kaiser type ones, and we have a Maxim machine gun model 1908. I'm sure it was just pretty effective in killing people. Rifles acquired by the UVF in 1911 through to 14. And one's from Germany, German commission rifle model, something or other. And here we have the various, there's a Fleur, a Webley and Scott Very pistol. There's all sorts of stuff here, all different cap badges and badges and insignia and all sorts of different medals on display. There's different items retrieved. There's a cup with a bullet through the bottom of it, probably saved somebody's life. So it's trench art pepper pot made from shell with the crest of Cambria on it. And there's the various pictures of soldiers. And here we have looks like a replica of Helen's Tower, actually. I don't know. What does it say? Another specialized. Don't know. And here we have Billy. Billy the dog. Billy, regimental pet of the 2nd Battalion Royal Ulster Rifles, found at Botha's farm during the Boer War. So I'm going back in time at the minute, and this is a Lee Enfield Mark 1. And here's the various hats worn, pith hats worn in South Africa, a pith helmet with puggree, 1908, and various sabres and whatnot. Oh my goodness, look at the size of this. It's an Enfield revolver Mark II. And there we have another Enfield. My goodness, it's ginormous. How would you carry that? And here we have an old musket of some sort, a musket flintlock, brown base, Indian pattern. And look at the length of the what do you call those? Bayonet. My goodness. And here's one of the spears probably fired at the boys. My goodness, the bayonet. You wouldn't have much of a chance if one of those went into you. British Infantry Sergeant's spittoon. And there's an old flag that has survived. And ceremonial chairs. And everything is here. All sorts of different paintings of different generals and whatnot adorning the walls. I don't know what this is in front of me. What's this? All sorts of different wee bits and pieces. London Irish Rifles cap badges. Various cap badges there, which I'll glance quickly over. What's this? This is looks like a sniper rifle again, I don't know. It's there we go, it's Lee Enfield Mark III, fitted with Ulster Division optical sight. The sight was made by Sherman D. Neal, Donegal Place. The sight was used by scout snipers of the division. That's what I thought. Where's this? I don't know. Oh, well, there's the sight there. Right. And different airborne beret of the rifleman D. Robinson Belfast, officers of the airborne. And there we have the boys in the jeeps. And there we have a glider. And look at the size of the binoculars. Imagine carrying that around the place with you. And that looks like that's a German machine pistol, MP40 caliber 9mm. Various German hats. Flare gun. There you go. And a British Sten gun. And there's old Monty. CQMS WJ Sharkey DCM receives his Distinguished Conduct Medal from Field Marshal Montgomery, 2nd Battalion, Beret. There's the trench system, Royal Irish Rifles Museum by the Modellers Nook, made by Mr. Paul Ray in November 2012. Isn't that brilliant? Showing the system of trenches. Facing into no man's land. I think that's absolutely fantastic. Somebody spent so long, so much time doing that. Isn't that brilliant? There's a .38 revolver, Royal Irish Rifles, 15th Battalion, and there's all the holster and all the rest of it, and various other bits and pieces here from the Africa Corps, German cap badge and Nazi armband. Oh my goodness, the slaughter of people there. So, this is my wee visit down to, there's a samurai sword. What's it doing here? I don't know. For the building, so that samurai sword was taken in was it probably from dates from the Japanese. These are Japanese metal ribbons, and there's a Japanese samurai sword that they would have used to do mischief to anybody that came near them. So here we have the Royal Ulster Rifles Museum down at Waring Street, a hidden gem, mostly manned by volunteers, and there's the various colonels of the regiment up there. And it's well worth paying a visit to. Come down and see it for yourself. And it's free. I say again, it's free. But it's a wee bit hard to find. In Waring Street, near the cathedral, near the Merchant Hotel. Okay.